Okay, so this is my first time flying a drone or editing, period. So here we go. Basically, just got it up in the air and trying to learn the controls. Now, I'm a thumber, not a picker. Is that what it is? But anyway, I'm a thumber right now because I'm still trying to learn how to use everything on the drone. It's taking much longer than I figured. Of course, I've only flown it a couple times. Uh, this video is literally three different times I flew it. So yes, I've flown it more than a couple times, and they're short runs, not even a full battery really. Um, Trying to use my cell phone also while flying it is turned out to be kind of harder than I figured. So you can see a lot of jumping, a lot of weird movements, uh, some stationary things while I'm trying to look at the controller and figure things out, or at my phone. And but this is an area where, right down the road from where uh, I live in Florida on the Gulf of Mexico in a little city called Newport Richey. So you get a lot of water views because this is where I pretty much fly. So hopefully you enjoy my first attempt because it's kind of crappy. um, I'm flying towards a house right now. Pretty hard to see, but it's a one on the point. This house was featured in a TV show called Insane Pools. Um, it's a company here in Florida, down in Sarasota, that builds these crazy backyards for people, mostly rich people. Because some of these pools cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars. But if you ever watch the show, you'll figure out why. But obviously, I didn't go out too far my first couple flights over the water because, well, it's kind of dangerous. I didn't want to lose the drone in my first couple flights. So me, I'm horrible at panning. I'm horrible about the up and down on the camera. But slowly but surely, the more I use it, the better I'll get. But yeah, I have a lot of water where I'm at, so yeah, it's mostly water flights. Again, I'm panning around, doing things, trying to learn. I'm in one of those little covered things. I wish I knew how to put an arrow in there so I could point it out. But like I said, I'm using LumaFusion on my iPad, and it's quite a bit more difficult than I thought it was to edit. I'm gonna have to watch the tutorials and learn more. I need to take the time to actually do this, and hopefully it'll pan out for better photography later on and better videos. Um, I'm not doing this to make money or anything like that. I'm doing it for a hobby. I'm a 100% disabled veteran. I can walk, I can stand, but neither one very long. But I'm not wheelchair bound. So this is my going to be my new hobby once I get going on it. And I'm going to do my part 107 just so I'm safe because you never know what kind of harassment you can get, and these police like to make up laws lately, thinking they know what they're talking about, but they really don't. it's a little state park here. It's not very big, obviously. A lot of people come out here to watch sunsets and stuff like that, and you'll see coming up. We got a couple little clips here, flying in the sunlight, which is like the next day, or well, the next nice day that I came out. It was literally the next day. Yeah, I. Well, here's the next time I went out flying. Like I said, I'm not very good at editing. I get very frustrated very quickly with it. um, I suppose the more I do it, the better off I'm gonna get. Um, the more flying I get to do, the better off I'm gonna be, obviously, as far as filming. But yes, that's the Gulf of Mexico right there. And believe it or not, out there you see like these little black things. Those are fishing shacks. Um, they're on stilts in the water, and believe it or not, that's pretty far out there. It's about a mile out or so, and they're only in about 10 feet of water. It's one interesting thing about the Gulf. It's unless you're in a deep water channel, the water's like 10 to 15 to 20 feet for several miles. Then all of a sudden it drops off. Not like where the Atlantic Ocean, where it just drops off immediately. But here I am. It's sunset time. I don't have a filter on. This time I didn't have my filters with me. Uh, I did get some. I don't quite, not quite sure how to use them yet. I'm still playing with that. Uh, a lot of rich people live on this point. They have these huge houses, and I'm gonna get a somewhat of a glimpse of that one house that was on Insane Pools. They built them like a $285,000 pool. It looks like a Roman thing. There's a whole bunch of real expensive marble and tile work, and well, just you can see a little bit of it. It's supposed to be like a Roman bath type of thing. And like I said, I'm still learning how to film stuff, so I didn't want to be too crazy with it. But it's pretty amazing. I also got to learn how to work the camera on it, on the drone. That's the least of my worries. To get good, steady flying ability is my first priority right now. Um, and of course, learning how to pan at a rate that's not going to make you dizzy. But as you see, I live in a kind of a small city area. There's not a lot of stuff. Of course, you can't build out in these areas because when the rain's heavy and stuff like that, it floods. So you got to be careful where you build. See some boats going in and out of there. It's because we have nice weather year round. We do get cold spells, but not too bad. And hopefully I didn't drag this on too long. I'm trying to watch the sunset. I also didn't stay on as long as I could have, but you see the glare from no filter. Uh, my video I shot today, actually, I used the filter for the sunset, and it's all right. Nothing great. I shot a video, I think it was last week or something like that, of sunset with the filter also. I'll be editing those up, well, as soon as I can. I'm a little shocked in how this setup works. There's some people kayaking. They were mad because I flew around them, but you probably can't see it. I'm about 150 feet up in the air. It's not like I flew right next to them or anything like that. But the water just goes on and on and on. Thankfully, this is about over. Hope you enjoyed the scenery, even though I am a horrible photographer on a drone right now. It's a learning process.